Hello everyone, Hobbit here again, and here is part 2 of my making and painting an Erebor Army. Right, I had some good progress the last few days, as I've been off work, so I've got quite a bit of work done. Well, painting wise anyway. But these guys are now completed. I can't quite remember what I said in part 1 now, but I think these guys are sort of halfway there. Basically the armour's done stuff, so as you can see, starting from left to right, to get it focused in, so all the beards are done. All the beads are highlighted up nicely. You can see it there. You can see the little bit of detail on the bottom, just there. See a little cross there. Got that done. This guy was done a simple little highlight of Rhinox hide on his bottom, of the cloth there, tunic, whatever you call it. Little brown beard. Yeah, really simple, easy to paint, brilliant. Got another guy here, ginger beard, fiery red. Try and get the zoom in a bit better. There you go, same again, Rhinox hide, got the little detail. Just these are really fun to paint. Really enjoyed painting them. The lovely little details of the new plastic model kits are really good. You can't knock them. That's just, tiny. You can't really see it, but there's a little bit of pink there on his bottom lip on the armour. I felt that's more of a skin than just like an armour detail. So there's a blonde beard, and then it goes along with a grey beard. There you go. So got this guy here. Got a grey beard, nice bit of detail. Some of the beards are brilliant to paint. Others were not so easy to paint. The lines weren't quite as crisp as as what you expect from a plastic model. But this beard in particular was really good. It's got like three bits of beard like tied, hanging down loose. Really cool. Again, Rhinox hide on the tunic, and that's my base. That is the base is all done. I've just gone for a simple grey. I need to tidy up the sides, as you can see. But this is what I'm going to go for. I was going to go for like the mud with grass and things. But I thought, well, actually, no, Erebor dwarfs in the films and stuff is made like stony sort of background for them. And even in the culture and stuff, obviously, in any sort of dwarven culture, tends to be a case of, they come from mountains and stones that, they're. So it makes sense, I thought, just have a simple grey stone, just a simply highlighted base. I might add a few grass tufts or some other bits of stonework into it maybe, but for the moment, to be honest, I'm happy with how these are. Simple, they're just plain and simple, just a bit of sand highlight. Also, I just need to tidy up a little bit of overhang on the paint there. But I think it makes the models really pop up, because they're so pop out, because they're really simple in design and painting. There's obviously not a lot to them, so the beards pop a little bit, and the bases just sort of bring it out there a little bit more, so I'm really chuffed for them. I got the captain. Captain's now completely and utterly finished. Had little bits and bobs done to him. I was going to try and paint his eyes, but actually I kind of preferred it as it was. I actually preferred him with like the real dark. It kind of, to me, it makes it look he's got real heavy lidded eyes, and he's like pointing. He's also like sort of like squinting to try and see the enemy, and like maybe a sun that's sort of on the horizon, cutting through in the early morning. He's sort of pointing, squinting towards the enemy. But yeah, really cool little model. Really enjoyed painting this guy. He's fine cast, so a little bit brittle, maybe if you want to call it brittle, but simple. I've gone for a Rhinox hide, slightly highlighted belt on all these guys rather than metal, just again to try and break up the whole metal look to them. Obviously they're heavily armoured, but I want to just make a bit of a difference. You can't really see it, but you can just see there's a bit of a change there. I thought it'd benefit from that more. He's got a few gold highlights in his beard and in his hair, make it stand out a bit more. There you go, so that's him. So that is the Grim Hammers all finished. The captain's finished, and my plan is to get another set of these guys in time in the next couple of months or so. Probably get 1 or 2 more sets. One set so I can turn these into spearmen, basically, well, for gaming terms, actual warriors, standard warriors, but to make them look like the warriors from the film with the spears and with the shields. So I'm going to have a set of these guys, obviously with a set of warriors to then actually make the spears with as such. But that's them done as they are for now. Really enjoyed painting them, really fun, really simple, brilliant. I recommend them as just a fun. If someone wants to paint something just for fun, they'll fancy paint something different, get a box of Grim Hammers, because they are really good fun. You can go mad with the beards, you can do all sorts with it. Got a few characters. Got Balin, simple as that. Balin is Balin. Again, lovely miniature. There's no faults with the sculpt or the mould, if you want to call it. It won't quite zoom, but yeah, you've seen them before, I'm sure. You can see his sword is a bit bent. I'm going to dunk him a little bit of hot water, and hopefully that will bend that out. But I probably should have done that before I glued him, but I just couldn't wait to glue him, to be honest. I'm childish like that. I can't wait sometimes to see what it looks like finished. But yeah, really cool little model. Really good. I'm looking forward to painting him up. He's going to be fun to paint. Then we've got Thorin. Thorin's been undercoated. He's done, I think I might have undercoated in the previous video, I can't remember, but there's the Thorin. He's all undercoated, ready to go. Haven't done his hammer, haven't glued his hammer on, because I feel it'll be better. I know I've done that with Balin. Balin's all glued up, but when you look at his arm, that arm there goes right across his body anyway, so you're not going to miss out, and I feel he's actually easier to get to, whereas the hammer's held very closely to Thrain's body. If you look, that's really held. I think it's the wrong way around, but you get just to it. It's real close to his body, so it's going to be a hell of a job to get to his undergarments and stuff. Thorin is glued up. He's all assembled. Again, nothing wrong with this miniature. Really easy to assemble him. The fine cast mould come out really nice. Really pleased with that. I'm actually going to do a how to paint young Thorin Oakenshield soon, hopefully next weekend. And I'm going to upload that, so that'll be good fun. I don't think there's any videos particularly to do with this model. There is just to paint Thorin in general, but I wanted to go for this model just to do a video where someone else hasn't done something as yet, which is good fun. So yeah, I'm going to paint him up, do a little step-by-step guide as to how to paint him up. That he's to do, and the same again with Thror. I need to rebend his sword, but as you saw in a previous video, I believe I showed that he was already assembled. But yeah, I'm going to get some green stuff for him, because you can see some quite big gaps there, nasty gap there. And not too bad on the side, you could get away with that. And then on the shoulder there, and it's a really big gap, so I did contemplate maybe just getting a bit of super glue to sort of like just podge it as such, but this model deserves real good attention. So, but brilliant sculpt, really good. And again, I'll say bend the sword back. So my process for this week coming is hopefully get Balin done. It shouldn't take too long to paint him up, so I'm going to get Balin done, then Thrain, and then Thorin. But failing that, I'm definitely going to get Thorin done for next week to do the how to paint him video. But yeah, that's the 4 characters at the moment. I do have Dwellin. He's over there on my computer table somewhere, ready to be glued up and stuff. And then finally, my Warriors of Erebor. These guys are half finished. Saying that, actually, news look. No, they are pretty much finished actually, just a few minor details now. So yeah, so as you can see, there's bits on some of them, bits on not on others. So this guy here, obviously he's got no, must be fine. He's obviously got no shield as yet, but with some of these guys, I kind of chose how I was gonna spring them in. I kind of chose which ones I felt would be easy to paint assembled, and which ones would be easy to paint unassembled. So some have been assembled up, a few of the spearmen have, and a few haven't. Excuse me, but yeah, there's bits and bobs on some of them and not on others, and that's just through my personal preferences. I was dry fitting them as to what I felt would be best to get to their beards and details, etc. So yeah, so that's the Warriors of Erebor. So a lot of these guys are now finished. They're literally all painted up, just got to base them, maybe some facial hair details. I tend to forget about some details of facial hair. I get so absorbed into the beards. I particularly like this dude. I don't know what it is about this pose on this guy, but I really like the pose. I don't know what it is, just the way he's leaning in. His mouth's open, he's charging, he's really going for it. His hair's all sort of positioned, so it looks like it's flowing, it's waving. It's a really good little model, really like him. Haven't painted his boots yet, as you can see, but you see he's got a very dark shade of Rhinox hide for the bit of the trousers, especially you can tell in the gaps there. But other than that, he's done, and then base, and then bosh. All good for him. Got a few sort of blonde beards going on, a few browns. Yeah, like you can see here, I've forgotten to do his eyebrows, they're still black. And that's because I get so absorbed into doing the beards and things, I just can't help. But yeah, good details, really good details, really good fun, really enjoyed painting them. So yeah, I'll definitely get these guys finished off in the week. I'm back to work, I've got Monday off and then I'm done, so I'll be back to work afterwards, so my hobby time will decrease massively. But yeah, I'm going to get these guys finished up in the early mornings before work and in the evenings as best I can. In between like work and whatnot, and yeah, at the weekend at least definitely do the how to paint Thorin, young Thorin. I hope anyway. I will do my best. But as it stands, this is the army so far. Like I say, I'm going to get one more box of these guys for the future, another box of these guys just to have them as they are, and then finally I'm going to get a box of them and a box of them to make the out of the film looking warriors with the spears from these guys, but with the look of them like out of the film. I might search on eBay because it could get expensive to do that. We'll have a little look. But basically I need these looking type spears. These type spears and shields to go onto these guys. That's the plan, like other people have done. I would like to try that out myself, I must admit, but I might have a look on eBay, see if I can get some parts. To be honest, I might even try making these spears myself, using offcuts on plastic sprues and things. With a lot of time and patience, they will, yeah, that could be done. Maybe, we'll see. Yeah, it's worth a try, it's worth a try. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll wrap up now, as time's starting to run out on my phone. But thanks for watching. Part 3 hopefully this weekend, to some extent. Yeah, and watch for more content. Like, comment, subscribe. Do drop some lines, messages, anything you want to see, any sort of requests or anything. I'm doing the painting thing because a good friend Lint of mine, he's asked if I will ever do a how to paint, and I thought, well, I've painted one Thorin, enjoyed painting him, so why not paint the young one, which to be honest I think is probably the easy one to paint out of all the different Thorins. So I'm doing that for my friend Lint. Yeah, so do drop me a line. I'll see what I can do for you guys, and many thanks again. Thanks for your time, and as always, take it easy.